Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Jen, and before we get started, I wanted to go over some protocols of counseling. Have you ever been in counseling before?
No, I haven't. This is actually my first time.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to discuss with you our limits of confidentiality, and what that means is everything that you and I talk about here in counseling is private. It's between you and I. The only time that I would ever have to breach confidentiality would be if you were reporting abuse to me, which would mean physical, sexual, verbal abuse that you were either doing to somebody or somebody else was doing to you. But other than that, everything else stays between us. It's a really safe environment and private environment. So do you have any questions about that, or are you okay with that policy?
No, I don't think I have any questions about that. And so, I mean, that means that basically, unless somebody's like hurting me, then anything we say just stays between us.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm definitely okay with that.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, since we had that out of the way, what brings you here today?
Well, I don't know. Lately, I've just been, I've had a really hard time getting out of bed. I just want to sleep all the time. I It's sometimes it's hard for me to even get up and get ready and take a shower. And I'm a single mom. I have a little boy, and I used to take him to do all these fun things. I used to take him on play dates to the park and bike rides and you name it. We had fun all the time, and now I just don't anymore. I don't know. I just want to get back to that.
Okay. So some things have changed for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What would be the feeling that you would describe that you're feeling?
I don't know. I sometimes I feel really stressed out. Sometimes I feel really sad. Most of the time I just feel sad, and I just want to sleep and just lay in my bed like underneath a rock or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I just don't want to feel like that anymore.
Yeah, I can imagine. Have you ever felt this feeling that you're feeling before?
I don't know, not really like this. I suppose, I don't know. When I was younger, before I had my son, and if I felt sad, I would just, go out with the girls and have a couple drinks, and that would always seem to work to kind of take my mind off of things. So I forget about things. I wouldn't feel sad anymore. But now that I'm a mom, I don't really drink anymore and go out with the girls anymore and things like that. So I don't know, it's just different now.
Right. So it sounds like you may need some more effective or appropriate coping skills to deal with your stress now that you're a mom, and maybe that one doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel like that my lifestyle is different now, and I don't fit in with the same people, and
right.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think I do need to find other ways of, I don't know, I guess making myself happy.
Right. Okay. Well, that's definitely something that we can discuss here. We can try to come up with some things that that fit your lifestyle and help you through these stressful times in your life.
Yeah, that'd be great, because I really don't know where to even start on my own. I don't know.
Right. Okay. What are usually some things that trigger these feelings for you?
Lately, well, actually about a year ago, my son's dad and I split up, and since then I've been living on my own as a single mom. He hasn't really, seen the baby too much or anything, but he likes to call and try and tell me how I should be raising our son, and tell me what I'm doing wrong and how horrible of a job I'm doing, and that usually puts me out for a good day or two. Like, I usually get really upset when we have those kinds of arguments, because I feel like I'm doing the best I can, and I'm trying to do what's best for my son and I to move on from that whole situation. And then sometimes I try to talk to my mom about it, but usually she just has her own ideas of what I should be doing, and how I should be dealing with my situation, and how I should be, raising my son. And I just feel like everybody thinks they could do it better than I could.
Right.
If that makes sense. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like you have a difficult situation. Not only are you raising your son, but you sound like you have other people that are involved. Your mother seems to be involved in the process of raising your child with you.
I mean, I know that they're just trying to help, and I'm sure that they both probably think that they're doing the right thing, but sometimes I just feel, well, I know that I'm doing the best I can for me and my son, and sometimes I just feel like I can't keep up with all the things that they want me to do.
Right.
I mean, he wants me to keep him in sports, and put him in these tutoring programs after school, and do this and that for him. And mind you, I have to do all of that, and I have to work.
Right.
And it's hard to keep up on both of those things. And then my mom was like super mom, so I feel like she wants me to be the same way.
Right. So it sounds like you have a lot of expectations from other people.
That's interesting. I never really thought of it that way, but I think you're right. Yeah. I guess I do have a lot of expectations from other people.
Right.
And I can't do what they want me to do all the time. I just can't seem to make them happy. I don't know.
Right.
And I think that puts a lot of stress on me.
I bet, yeah. Is that something that you think about a lot, is making sure that you're satisfying everybody else, that everybody else's expectations are being met?
Well, I mean, I try to. I try to do the best that I can. I don't like disappointing other people, especially when it comes to my son, because I want the best for him, and I don't want my mom or my son's dad to feel like I'm not doing the best that I can, but
Right.
I am. They just don't see it that way.
Right. So are you meeting your own expectations as a mother?
Well, I'd like to think so. I mean, I do the best I can for him. I mean, I don't know, but we always want what's best for our kids, and I don't know if we'll ever think that anything is really good enough for them. But I don't know, to be honest with you, I never really thought of it that way. I never really even thought about what my own expectations were of being a mother, because I guess I was too busy trying to meet other people's expectations of what being a mother was.
Right.
I don't know.
Is there ever a time, I know you said that you feel like you're constantly trying to meet your mother's expectations. Was there ever, can you think of a time when you did meet her expectations?
You know what? No, I can't actually. I always have tried to, make her proud of me, but I really can't think of a time that she was ever really proud of me. No, I guess I haven't ever met her expectations.
Right. Well, that might be something that we can process through in here.
Yeah.
Discussing, where you end and she begins, and what it means to meet your mom's expectations, and now that you have a son of your own, making sure that you're meeting your own expectations.
Right.
We can definitely discuss that further.
And now that you mention that, I don't think I've ever met my son's father's expectations either.
Right.
He's always trying to tell me what I should be doing.
Well, it definitely sounds like you have your plate full. And I can see how some of these stressors are contributing to some of the ways that you're feeling. I know you said that you're feeling kind of detached, not really interacting with any of your girlfriends, not doing the activities that you've done in the past.
Yeah. Some days it's hard for me to even pick up the phone and talk to them. They're always, my girlfriends are great. They're always trying to call me and say, hey, what are you doing? How's, the baby? And they're always trying to, email me or get a hold of me on like Facebook or something, and sometimes lately I haven't even been responding, and I don't know, like I don't want to be that friend anymore. I didn't used to be, and I don't want to be that way anymore.
Right. It sounds like some of the symptoms that you're describing could be possible depression.
Yeah.
How would you rate your sadness on a scale from maybe 0 to 10? Your level of sadness at this moment?
Oh gosh. I think I would have to say probably about an 8. I go out, and if I'm walking around the mall, or gosh, even just at the grocery store or something, I see all these people around me, and they all seem to be, laughing and smiling and having a great time and enjoying their family and enjoying life, and I just don't feel that way anymore, and I want to feel that way again.
Right.
So I definitely, I probably rate my sadness about an 8 right now.
Okay. Well, that sounds pretty significant. That sounds like you're definitely feeling an extreme amount of pain and sadness.
Yeah.
Are you feeling safe? Have you ever felt like maybe you don't want to be here, or that you would possibly hurt yourself?
Well, I've never really felt like I wanted to hurt myself. I feel like sometimes maybe things would be easier or, better if I just wasn't here. Sometimes I feel like it would be better for my son if I wasn't here, because then, my mom and his dad could just raise him the way that they think is so much better than mine, and he wouldn't have to worry about me getting in the way, And then my mom wouldn't have to worry about me. I wouldn't be such a burden to her. She's always, calling me and telling me what I should be doing anyways, and she wouldn't have to do that anymore,
Mm-hmm. So you say it might be easier if you're not here. Have you ever had a plan to harm yourself, or an ideation or a thought of a way to...
Well, no. I don't think I've really thought so much about hurting myself as much as, how sometimes you just want to run away. You just want to, you just wish you could pack up your bags and get on a plane and go start your life somewhere where nobody knew you.
Right.
You could just start all over fresh. I think that's how I feel sometimes.
Okay. So it sounds like you just have a lot of pressure. You have a lot of...
Yeah.
A lot of stress.
Yeah.
Revolving around these expectations of other people.
I think you hit it right on the nail when you said, when you started talking about expectations. I think you're absolutely right, and I never thought of it that way before. But the more that I think about you saying that, the more that you're right. And I think, like you said, maybe one thing I need to start doing is figuring out what my expectations are for myself and not what other people's expectations are for me.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can definitely discuss some of those things in our next sessions. One thing I would like to do before we wrap up is I would like to just kind of go over a little homework topic for us.
That'd be great.
Hopefully this can relieve a bit of your stress right now, maybe take the edge off of how you're feeling. But I would like to have you make a list of some of the activities that you used to enjoy doing with your son, or maybe some ones that you've never done before and you would like to try.
Okay.
And we can start assigning those weekly to you. Getting you more active and involved again may increase your productivity and just your overall feeling of how you're feeling right now.
Yeah. That sounds like it would be great, because really that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for too. I just want to feel like I can get back out again and start doing the things that I used to do and start being happy like I used to be. And I'm not sure where to start.
Okay.
So I think that would be great.
Okay. Well, I think that will be a great place. We can take really small steps, and they can even be small increments of time, whatever you feel comfortable with. But just getting the ball rolling again, of you being active and interacting with other people and bringing some joy to your life.
Right.
Okay. So what I'll ask is that you make that list, and when you come in next week, we'll go ahead and we'll go through it, and we'll pick some stuff for you to do.
Okay.
And I would like to meet again next week at the same time, if that works for you.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that should be perfect.
Okay, great. Well, it was really nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you,
and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.